This reminds me of the back door of my mother's house. Actually, it's the funny little marks on the door frame. Lines, letters, numbers, all sorts of things. Well, as you can see, it certainly isn't really my mother's house. It's an old pantomime set from a television studio. But my mother's house does have, on the door frame, very similar marks to these. In particular, there is one that says exactly that. D, 2 years. Can you guess what it means? D stands for Dean, and that was my height on my second birthday. So if we had a 2-year-old Dean here, he would look something like this. There we are, he'd be exactly up to that mark. Now, if you have a look at 2-year-old Dean and compare him with adult Dean, what do you notice about his height compared to my height? This might surprise you. Look at that. I'll stand him in front of me, put my hand on the top of his head, and then stand him on my fingers, and you'll see that 2-year-old Dean is exactly half the height of adult Dean. And that is not at all unusual. The same would be true of you and most people. Most people are half adult height when they're 2. Now, it isn't exactly that because girls grow a little faster than boys. Boys are about 49.5% of adult height when they reach 2. Girls are about 52%. So if you have any little friends or brothers or sisters or cousins who are not yet 2, why not line them up against the door frame when they're 2, or actually with boys, do it a week after they're 2, with girls a month before, measure the height, and then double that, and you'll have a pretty good estimate of how tall they'll be when they grow up.